Hello everybody and welcome back to the Nick's Aviation YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about some new news about the airline Flair Airlines, one of my personal favorite carriers. Before we get into the video, I'm sorry, but I do have to throw some YouTube statistics at you because 90.5% of you guys aren't subscribed. And for some reason, I'm just realizing that this is adding to 100.1%. But still, if you guys would subscribe to the channel, that would be a big help to me, and I would really appreciate it. So, be sure to like this video also because, it lets me know that you guys like to see the content, and that means a lot to me. But, let's get right into the video. That's about a lot of different stuff. And for example, Flair Airlines MAX 8. Yes, Flair Airlines put in an order for 13 Boeing 737 MAX 8s, which they will be leasing from their parent company, I believe, 777 Partners, which is super interesting because they recently got rid of their Boeing 737-400s, which I actually wanted to fly on, but sadly couldn't. And I guess they're now replacing them, which they're also going to decide to phase out their 3 737-800s as 737 MAX come. They still have a 737-800 on order, which if it did arrive would actually make Flair Airlines currently fleet 4 instead of what they actually have right now, which is 3. So they're also the only self-owned ultra-low-cost carrier in Canada, which brings huge competition to the duopoly that we really see, which is WestJet and Air Canada, because, well, Air Canada Rouge is, well, you guessed it, Air Canada, it's in the name, and Swoop is WestJet, but Flair is, well, Flair. And it's really awesome to see this, which is so nice. I can't wait to see this new livery on the 737 MAX 8. It looks absolutely stunning. It adds a sleek and kind of luxurious vibe in a way. But regardless, this is going to see a lot of competition on a lot of major markets within Canada, because they're also going to become the third operator of the 737 MAX, which is going to allow them to offer lower prices, which is better for their ultra-low-cost business model. So, this was actually a quote. If you want, you can stop and read it. This was by their CEO, Stephen Jones. So, this is the interior of the cabin. I'm sorry, I couldn't really get a great picture of it. Maybe I'll take a picture when I'm on board. But, that actually reminds me, I have something else to speak about later. But the 737 MAX 8s are going to have the exact same configuration as the current NGs that they have, which is 189 seats in an economy layout with extra legroom, aka like business class seats in the front. So here's another look at the new livery, and that's really all that I have to say about the MAX order, other than I predicted that they were going to open new routes, and spoiler alert, they did. So this is effective May 1st of 2021. So they're adding Victoria, Abbotsford, Thunder Bay, Kitchener, Ottawa, St. John's, Charlottetown, and Halifax to their operations. If you go back and look at my previous video that I did when I was booking flights, you'll notice that this is a bit different, because you have East Coast destinations coming back as well with Ottawa and 2 other within Ontario destinations, Thunder Bay and Kitchener. And then you also have Victoria and Abbotsford, which actually contests a bunch of different airlines, including Air Canada, WestJet, and Swoop. They're facing them head on. So if I go into flights from here, I can just show you who actually currently operates those routes. So let's go ahead. Before we do that, we'll take a look exactly where they're going to fly. So from Abbotsford, obviously you got Toronto, but you also have Calgary, Edmonton, Ottawa, and Winnipeg. From Charlottetown, you have only Toronto. Same thing with St. John. Actually, you can only go to Toronto, and also Thunder Bay, which is very interesting in my opinion. If you also look at Victoria, you have Calgary, Edmonton, and Waterloo, which Waterloo is a really interesting choice in my opinion, and I think it's really cool. So these are the destinations from Waterloo, which kind of serves a strange area. So Halifax only has 3 destinations, including Waterloo, which is pretty cool. This brings me to price with Flair. It is insanely low, and I'm going to try to get on their inaugural flight from Toronto to Abbotsford. And you know what? Why don't we go to August 1st, which I believe is the day of the first flight for the, oh no, that's July, my bad, for this route. Let's go ahead and, let's see, because I don't live in Abbotsford, so I need a round trip. Let's go ahead and we'll see the price. Oh boy, that is cheap for a 5-hour flight. Really cheap. This I don't even know what to say. So here you have a very interesting thing. So you have a bunch of choices for seating, but you'll notice all of these extra legroom seats. There were only 6 at the front when I flew with them. So go ahead and check that video out. I'll have a screenshot of that actually, because it's quite interesting. So I guess I might be flying on a Max. I'm sorry, I'm being weird, but still, this is pretty damn cool. That I can even just reserve this. Let's see if I reserve 2 seats. Let's see what the price is. $185, under $200 for a round trip, and that's obviously without bags and stuff. So now let's go ahead and we'll. Oh, hello, Simple Flying. I do not care at the moment. I'm sorry. We can go ahead and look at the routes that they currently operate. So, as I mentioned before, I do want to get on the inaugural flight. That's why I actually just sent a DM on Instagram to Flair asking when it is. So, here you have Halifax, which will compete with the other 3 main Canadian carriers. Ottawa with the 2 legacy carriers. So they're really putting themselves into a large market in Toronto, Pearson, and also in Edmonton, which is a Swoop base. And you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll see what Swoop's price is for a Toronto to Abbotsford flight is. Edmonton, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's expensive. Hamilton, which is basically Toronto, is $100. And oh, would you look at that? One way. That's a one-way fare. One way. And this is the difference between a Max and an NG. You can offer lower prices, and this is something that I am seriously excited about and can't wait to do. So I will let you guys know when I have booked the stuff for the inaugural flight, and I will get all the information for you guys. But for now, that is sadly the end of the video. Or is it? I have a plan, actually. So, sorry, I was watching video. So this, Barbados Light Aeroplane Club. Oh my god, okay. I would like to take a flight with them, because they do tours of Barbados, and I can give you guys a video in either a Cessna or a microlight. I have never even heard of a microlight. Microlight plane. I'm actually curious. Oh, it's an ultralight. Yeah, no thanks. I would probably do this in a Cessna, but yeah, this is gonna make me happy. So that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I will have some awesome videos out, including the return of Cross Canada Aviation, which was something that I did a while ago. And I will also include a new trip report of me coming back to Barbados, because, well, I'm here now. And also a report of when I flew a plane. So stay tuned for those awesome videos, but for now, have a good one.
Smiling and make it strong. I'm gonna have some fun. For a little while I'll be a castaway, gonna let the sun shine in.